You Love Me by Caroline Kepnes. Exile on Bainbridge Island. Joe Goldberg, exiled by the Quinn family, moves to rainy Bainbridge Island near Seattle. He plans to reinvent himself by pursuing Mary Kay DiMarco, a kind librarian, and rents a room from an elderly woman to create a normal facade. The calculated pursuit of Mary Kay. Joe begins stalking Mary Kay, learning about her passions, her stagnant marriage, and her teenage daughter, Naomi. He volunteers at her library, positioning himself as the perfect, understanding friend who can offer her the emotional connection she lacks. The volatile best friend. Mary Kay's best friend, Melinda, is immediately suspicious of Joe. She is unpredictable, volatile, and fiercely protective, creating a constant obstacle. Joe must carefully navigate her hostility to avoid exposure. Removing the husband. Joe sees Mary Kay's husband, Phil, as an unworthy obstacle. He meticulously orchestrates Phil's murder, making it appear to be a suicide. This act clears the path for Joe to comfort the grieving Mary Kay and become central to her life. Integrating into the family. With Phil gone, Joe deepens his relationships with both Mary Kay and her rebellious daughter, Naomi. He becomes a surrogate father and confidant, further entrenching himself in their lives and creating a twisted sense of family. Haunted by Love Quinn. Joe is tormented by constant calls and messages from Love Quinn, who is raising their son in California. Her unstable, manipulative presence is a relentless reminder of the past and a threat to his new life. The web unravels. Melinda's suspicions intensify, and she begins her own investigation into Joe. Simultaneously, community gossip and other external threats emerge, jeopardizing his carefully constructed plan and forcing him toward more drastic measures. Confronting Melinda. The tension with Melinda peaks. Her investigation brings her dangerously close to the truth, leading to a direct and violent confrontation where Joe must decide how to permanently silence his greatest threat. The captor becomes the captive. In a stunning twist, Mary Kay discovers the truth about Joe. She outsmarts him, drugging him and imprisoning him in a custom-built cage in her basement, completely reversing their power dynamic. The ironic imprisonment. Joe is kept as a captive resource in Mary Kay's basement. She uses him for help writing her novel, feeding him but keeping him utterly powerless. The story ends with Joe completely subdued, his fate entirely in the hands of his intended victim. You Love Me delivers a devastating irony. Joe Goldberg, the obsessive captor, becomes the captive. Outsmarted by Mary Kay, he is imprisoned and stripped of all power, forced to serve her ambitions. His quest for control ends in absolute powerlessness, proving that even master manipulators can become prey. The novel concludes by shattering Joe's illusion of dominance, revealing the fragility of his calculated world.